You know what's going to screw you up, Cash? The fact that you're believing your own nonsense.
Mark Cuban has been a household name for the past decade. From being a billionaire to the owner of the Dallas Mavericks, and most notably, one of the investors on Shark Tank.
Damn, you guys grovel enough?
He didn't even join the show until the second season, but he quickly became a fan favorite and is a big part of why the show is so huge today.
This is Shark Tank.
Mark has been so popular on the show because he's mastered 3 techniques that have given him the ability to earn respect from everyone without looking like a jerk, unlike some of his fellow sharks.
You're a get the out of here.
Oh!
In this video, we're gonna dive into how Mark is able to look so strong and tough while seeming fun and genuine at the same time.
I can say this about you. Here's what I love the most. I love the most that you are unapologetically you.
Now, of course, a lot of people respect Mark because he's a billionaire. But there are also a lot of billionaires who don't have much respect and aren't well liked. The 3 techniques that I'm going to share in this video will show how Mark is able to separate himself from the rest. And everything that I talk about in this video will be useful to you, no matter how much money you have. The simplest thing that Mark does is he doesn't let people cut him off when he speaks. Even if someone else starts talking over him, he finishes his sentence at the same volume that he started at.
This is Shark Tank, right? You were here to come in and get a deal, and the whole idea that we have sharks is because we're supposed to add more value than any of the other
investors. You're here to get the deal that Mark Cuban likes?
Guys, I'm stunned you guys are dealing and asking with these questions. Do you guys realize they just invented this product out of nothing and gave it a name? I know this is going over your head.
No, it's not.
Do you think people drive down the street and look for houses?
When Mark continues to talk at the same volume until he reaches the end of his thought, he shows the person who's trying to talk over him that what he's trying to say is important and they should wait for him to finish before interjecting. And people are less likely to talk over him in the future because of it. That's why I was only able to find clips of people talking over him in arguments. Because in regular conversations, he's done this trick so many times that people no longer talk over him. We've all been in group conversations where someone talked over us in the middle of our sentence. And a big mistake that I see a lot of people do is they start to mumble and trail off the rest of their sentence, or even worse, they just stop talking without finishing their thought. This tells everyone around you that what you're saying isn't that important and it's okay that they talked over you. One thing to keep in mind though, if you don't want to come off as a jerk, is that you need to give people space to speak. When someone talks over you, give them space to speak after you finish the sentence you were in the middle of saying. Otherwise, you run the risk of taking over the conversation and people will start resenting you. The next thing that Mark does, which earns him a lot of respect, is that he's willing to tell the truth even when it might not make people feel good.
You know what's going to screw you up, Cash? The fact that you're believing your own nonsense. Right? At some point, you got to do the work. Just being somebody doesn't get done, bro. You got to do something. What do you think I've been doing for 3 years? No, we built a community.
The one thing that kills tech products is hyperbole, because at some point you have to execute. If you would have just said, you know what, this is a reminder, and everybody is different, so we have different ways to remind you, right? But you went so over the top with nonsense, it is everything but a legitimate product.
My challenge is I need to see a company that's going to do $10 million in sales or $50 million in sales over the next 10 years, even 5 years.
But we're definitely that company, Mark.
I know you want to be. It's just not going to happen in the next 2 or 3 years.
A lot of the other sharks wouldn't say things like these because it isn't nice. But when you say things that everyone is thinking but no one's willing to say, people will automatically respect you for having the courage to say it, even if it isn't nice. Now, some people take this the wrong way and end up falling into the same trap that Kevin O'Leary falls into.
People hate this product. I hate it too. If you keep investing in it, you're killing money. You don't want to do that to money. This is a bad idea. This sucks. I don't want you to pursue the path to hell on earth. It's a hobby that eventually should be taken behind the barn and shot. I hate it. I have to hire you both so I can fire you. This is so horrible. How do you think this has any chance of surviving and working? I hate this so much, it's incredible. It's one of the worst ideas I've ever seen. I'm out.
The key difference between Kevin and Mark is frequency. In almost every Shark Tank episode, you can find a clip of Kevin being mean to someone. But for the most part, Mark is pretty nice. He only calls people out in the most extreme cases every once in a while. If you're calling people out all the time, you probably aren't giving good advice, you're just being a jerk. Make sure that you aren't saying these things just to stir people up, When you're calling someone out, make sure your intention is to help them or the people around them.
Ryan, you're lying to yourself to think that you're going to be so differentiated that everybody's going to ignore iOS Maps and Google Maps and come to you. I get this is hard. It's hard to be an entrepreneur. I'm saying this to you to try to help. The one mistake almost every entrepreneur makes that we have to overcome is we lie to ourselves.
While Mark is blunt with his criticism, he's also blunt with his praise.
You're an honest guy, man. Honestly, I mean, I've been a hopscotch fan forever. I mean, just talking to you, like, I look up to you for what you've been able to accomplish and what you've been able to do for my daughters and my son. I mean, thank you.
It's things like this that keep Mark from looking like a jerk. For every time that he's yelled at a scammer, he's given another entrepreneur a heartfelt and genuine compliment.
I have a daughter who's 14 and I have a daughter who's 17. Alyssa and Alexis, and I want them to meet you and I want them to learn from you.
Thank you. I'm honored to meet your daughters. I really would love that.
And because he's so blunt and honest about his criticism, you know he's telling the truth and not just trying to be nice. This makes people appreciate his compliments way more than some of the other sharks, who are nice to almost every entrepreneur that goes on the show.
I am going to offer you my golden ticket. This
Corny thing.
is my golden ticket.
I'm offering you my golden ticket.
Oh, Lord.
Oh my. My golden ticket.
Oh, Lord.
Only give compliments when you genuinely like or admire something about the person you're complimenting. Don't give a compliment just because you think it will make someone like you more. Fake compliments are very easy to spot.
You're like really pretty. Oh my God, I love your bracelet. Where did you get it? It's adorable.
And that's all you need to know to earn respect without looking like a jerk. Don't let people cut you off in the middle of a sentence. Be willing to say things that other people are afraid to say, but only with the intent to help people. And finally, compliment at least as often as you criticize, but only compliment when the compliment is genuine. If you like this video, click that subscribe button so you can stay up to date on my latest videos. My next video is gonna be on the Twitch streamer Foozly and what makes her so likable. Shout out to Thing Springs for requesting that video topic. If there's someone that you want me to make a video on, let me know in the comments and I'll start working on it. This channel is pretty new, so I should be able to make a video for each request in the comments. Thanks for watching.